Where do we start? I said I wasn't going to start the show laughing, but where on earth do we start? I have a very good idea of where we should start. Okay, but first, let me just bring in the folks. I need a group of people, a host of people, just to give me some support during this so that I don't lose it. Let's bring in Reecie Colbert, the host of the Reecie Colbert Show. Reecie Colbert, the host of the Reecie Colbert Show. And George Hahn, the host of the George Hahn Everything. George, long time no see. Y'all,
yeah, it's been a minute. It's been literally minutes.
Let me tell you where I think we should start. And you know where it is. Please.
I already know.
Roll the Azalea Banks. Roll it.
Wait! What is the tea? The girls are fighting! No! The girls are fighting! Why? Why are the girls fighting?
Why are the girls fighting?
So guys, delicious.
I mean, you could not, if someone had written this, I'd be like, that is never going to play. That's not going to break up this way. Don't be so dramatic. Reecie, yeah. What on earth is going on?
Listen, I know it's Pride Month, but we have the two biggest stunt queens going at it. Donald Trump and Elon Musk at war. Woo! If this ain't stunt queen behavior, I do not know. The girls are definitely fighting, and I am here for it. I thought it was a little fake beef, a little like, okay, Elon trying to rehabilitate his image, but now that Donald has weighed in, oh, it's all out mayhem. Okay.
No, when he said you wouldn't have won without me, but then when he dropped the Epstein bomb, George Hahn, that's when George Hahn's texted me saying, what on earth is happening?
Yeah, that, and I also, the popcorn and the Diet Coke soda emoji. Like, there's not enough. I might already be out of popcorn. This is so much fun.
Yeah.
The mudslinging is glorious.
Look at what Celebrity Tarot Reading says.
I almost broke a foot, right?
Coming over here. I mean, right? Thank you. Right. To get in the folks in the chat. Oh my gosh, guys, I have so much to get to. A little bit later on, by the way, as well, we're going to have Joy Reid is going to join us a little bit because Joy, this is too delicious for Joy not to hear from Joy Reid. Where we would be hearing her up on that anchor desk, we're going to hear her up in her perch wherever she is right now, just a little bit later on. Shall we get to it though? So the girls are fighting. So Trump on Friday. Now this was just, remember when I said to you guys yesterday, or maybe it was the day before, I said Musk couldn't wait to leave the White House before he started talking shit about the folks in the White House, the big beautiful bill and what was happening and stuff in the White House. And I said, and the lemon heads know, I said this is going to get worse. This isn't over. It's going to get worse. And this was just 6 days ago. Watch.
A special something we have here.
Thank you.
A very special that I give to very special people. I have given it to some, but it goes to very special people, and I thought I'd give it to Elon as a presentation from our country.
Thank you.
Thank you, Elon.
Thank you.
Take care of yourself.
Thank you. This is a lot. The luck of this is amazing.
Large luck.
Like Trump, first of all, he's got like a 3-word vocabulary. Like special, like he can't, like he's reaching for a word he thinks he might have in his arsenal of words, and he just can't find it. He knows like 3 words, number one. Number two, I am still stuck on the black eye that was allegedly, hold on, from Scott Bessent. Allegedly.
Well, the girls are really fighting. Oh my gosh. Look, okay, so that was what was that on Friday?
Yeah.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday,
that was Friday.
That was 6 days ago. And then this is, so that was Donald Trump 6 days ago. This is Donald Trump today. Roll it.
I'm very disappointed in Elon. I've helped Elon a lot.
Mr. President, I just want to clarify, did he raise any of these concerns with you privately before he raised them publicly? And this is the guy you put in charge of cutting spending. Should people not take him seriously about spending now? Are you saying this is all sour grapes?
No, he worked hard and he did a good job. And I'll be honest, I think he misses the place. I think he got out there and all of a sudden he wasn't in this beautiful Oval Office, and he was. And he's got nice offices too, but there's something about this one. I was telling the Chancellor, this is where it is. People come in here, even from Germany. They come in and they walk into the Oval Office, and it's just a special place. It's, you know, World War I, it started and it ended here, and World War II, and so many other things.
God,
everything
he sucks.
big comes right from this beautiful space. It's now much more beautiful than it was 6 months ago.
Because we want to more gold in
Other
it.
things are happening in this room, and I'll tell you, it's not. He's not the first. People leave my administration, and they love us, and then at some point they miss it so badly, and some of them embrace it, and some of them actually become hostile. I don't know what it is. It's sort of Trump derangement syndrome, I guess they call it. But we have it with others too. They leave, and they wake up in the morning, and the glamour's gone. The whole world is different, and they become hostile. I don't know what it is. Someday you'll write a book about it, and you'll let us know.
You don't know what it is, Don.
There is a real derangement syndrome because, like, in the Trump time, like, it goes like all the gold leaf, like the gold radiator paint, like little flourishes that they've put all over the Oval Office, which are just like tacky Larry Flint's Hustler Club flourishes, like, are like, pump the brakes, Caligula, with the frickin' gold. And then you've got like the Mar-a-Lago aesthetic with the blown up lips and all of that. Like everyone's notion of what's hot and what's glamorous is so skewed and twisted and broken. And so there's that. And also, who is he talking about who left his administration undamaged and like not singed within an inch of their lives? Everything he touches dies. Rick Wilson was right.
You can't get too close to him.
Well,
No.
they all do this Elon Musk shtick, right? All of them leave the White House after sucking Trump's ass for however long they were there. And then they pretend like they were appalled by the decisions that they were cheerleading the entire time. Elon Musk cheerleaded cutting Medicaid, kicking people off of food stamps. He cheerleaded most of the stuff in this bill. The only thing he doesn't like is that it doesn't, on paper, cut the deficit. So other than that, there's really nothing in this bill that Elon Musk isn't for, except for, of course, the cuts to the EV mandates. And so what Elon Musk is doing is what all of these ex-Trumpers do, is they try to create distance so that people don't hate them as much as they hate Trump. So the real Trump derangement Trump derangement syndrome is being in Trump's orbit, and then they suddenly find the cure once they leave.
Yeah, that's true. All right. And also, so he is saying, don't you think he's saying that Elon Musk has Trump derangement syndrome because he left the Oval Office? That's what he's implying.
Well, he's saying that he misses Trump. He's saying that, you know, we don't get to get ice cream and McDonald's cheeseburgers at 11 o'clock at night anymore.
That was earlier. Okay, that was her. I'm going to take you through the day. Okay, everyone who's watching, I'm taking you through the day, and you're going to hear. You're going to F around and find out right now what happened. So this was just moments later. What did they say? A few minutes later. Here it is.
Remember, he was here for a long time. You saw a man who was very happy when he stood behind the Oval desk. And even with the black eye, I said, do you want a little makeup? We'll get you a little makeup. But he said, no, I don't think so, which is interesting.
Dumbest. The
and
dumbest.
Very nice. He wants to be who he is, so you could make that
so
statement
dumb.
too, I guess. Look, Elon and I had a great relationship. I don't know if we're well anymore. I was surprised because you were here. Everybody in this room practically was here as we had a wonderful send-off. He said wonderful things about me. You couldn't have nicer. Said the best things. He's worn the hat. Trump was right about everything. And I am right about the great, big, beautiful bill. We call it a great, big, beautiful bill because that's what it is. And again, biggest tax cuts in history, biggest economic development moves anywhere. We've never done anything like it.
You've never seen a living room like this before. Look at that view. It's the best in the city. He is such a real estate, like a cheesy real estate person, right? A developer.
Everything's a product and a rating, and yeah.
Can we admit that Trump is right? Elon Musk is full of shit. Elon Musk was on the Trump train, choo-choo, wearing the hats, having the chainsaw, having his way with all of our data, doing God knows what with it, enriching himself. And he was all on board. And so I'm not buying that he is legitimately feeling this, that this bill is so abominable. I think that this is a marketing stunt. Like I said, it's a stunt queen. But once Donald Trump got in it and once he started getting in his feelings, now it's real. Now it's on, because Trump don't fake play about not liking people. Like when he on you, when he's against you, you have a real problem. And I think Elon Musk might have a real problem. I'm just trying to figure out, is he going to be sent to CCOT, South Sudan, or Libya? Which country is Donald Trump going to deport
Tunisia?
Elon Musk?
They're sending people to Tunisia. Sadly, I heard from someone today saying that their husband was being deported to Tunisia. Who was it? Carla in the chat. I think it was Carla saying this is the big beautiful brawl. That's a good one.
Ooh, that's
great. We thought about that one, Carla. You're good. I think it was Carla. There was the one before Bebra. So listen, guys. I posited this morning after, I heard about this was before the big, the thing in the Oval Office and all of this came out today. Did Elon Musk play Donald Trump? Was he playing the long game here to get everything out of it that he wanted? And then now he's trying to revive do some career, what do you call it? Rehabilitation. Mm-hmm. And now he's like, oh, I'm against all of this. Charlie Kirk is like, he's unfollowing Charlie Kirk. He's unfollowing Stephen Miller.
Is he?
Oh yeah. Do we have it? Do we have that? I think we have him unfollowing Stephen Miller and maybe Charlie Kirk as well. So yeah, go ahead. He did. So what is this rehab? Is this reputation rehab? This is him, Stephen Miller. Unfollowed.
Well, it's definitely go ahead.
Well, these are butthurt, resentful. Seriously, there's a lot of butthurtness and there's a lot of resentment. Mm-hmm. And let's not forget, Elon was a Democrat until Biden didn't invite him to the car people the electric car people thing that he should have brought him to, but didn't. So Elon felt like butthurt and he has a resentment. All right. This is all about resentment. Why is Trump in politics at all? Because Obama effectively made him look like the asshole that he is at the White House Correspondents' Dinner in whatever year that was, 2012, 2013. This is all like, they are working out resentments.
Yeah.
Like in real time.
Can we go through the tweets now? Can we go through the tweets? Go ahead. What did you?
I was just going to say, I don't think that this was like the long game of like, this is some big con that he pulled. I think that Elon Musk goes whichever way the wind blows. And if his favorables weren't plummeting, if people didn't stop buying Teslas or burning them, if he was still doing great at his businesses, he would still be on the Trump train. But he knows a sinking ship and he doesn't want to be anywhere near it. So that's all that this is. I just think that he has no real moral fabric, no convictions. It's money and it's power, and he's gotten both, and now he's bored with Trump.
I will refer people to that. It's going around the internet virally today. The great comment from my friend Scott Galloway about Musk's moral character.
Oh, we played that thing on our 10 a.m. live show. We did, yeah. And he said that this is something he would want to teach his he doesn't teach his boys this. Yeah, his sons. Right. Yeah.
And it was like, he really kind of nailed it on the head, and how people worship money, wealth. And Elon thought that, I don't know, I think Elon bit off more than he could chew.
Yep.
And he's really pissed off that we don't think he's hilarious and no one's laughing at his jokes.
Yep.
And he's learning that he's not hilarious. Look, we are living in a time where we are getting blowback from people who are so mad that they suck in bed, they have no rhythm, they're not funny, they're not interesting, they're not sexy, but they've got money. That's what the money is for, because otherwise these guys cannot get game. They could never go anywhere near the premium pussy unless they had the money. And that is what the money is for. And when you've got all the money, that's what we worship. You know what I mean?
Well, none of that applies to me because I've got rhythm and I've got game, and I'm not.
I know that's right,
Don.
You've got game. I've seen you on a dance floor. Like you've got style. Like
I know, but you're talking about. Don't be calling out the you know what, boys. I'm just saying. Look.
Well, look, Elon Musk can buy the president, but he cannot buy the public. And that's what he really wants. Right. He thought that being close to the president would make him more beloved, and it actually made him more hated. And so he hates that. He hates being public enemy number one. I mean, even Donald Trump isn't public enemy number one. It's Elon Musk.
I honestly think that Trump in Trump 1.0 in that first administration, I think Trump was legitimately surprised that so many people didn't like him.
True. He was.
You know, he's coming off the Apprentice high and the Twitter audience. I'm not sure. And even now, I think I get the impression that he is very guarded from bad news about him. But when he gets the gist that people don't think he's all that, he has to spit back because he just can't, like, he can't believe it. Like, you're not into me? Everyone's into me.
Yeah.
Like that great line from Mercedes Rule in Married to the Mob. Everyone is interested in Tony. Yeah. No.
Let's put up the tweet, shall we? We got a lot to get to. Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna put up the tweets. Have you guys seen these tweets? Now look,
good.
This one has people talking because you know what people were saying. Wait a minute, something went on with that election. I don't know what happened. Elon did something that reportedly, allegedly, right? That's what people are saying. And then this one, I knew the shit was real. When he said, Elon Musk tweeted, "Without me, Trump would have lost the election. Dems would control the House and the Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate." And then he says, "Such ingratitude." Now, here's the thing. Elon Musk was sitting there when Volodymyr Zelensky came to the Oval Office. And he said, and they asked him, "Why aren't you more grateful? Why aren't you more humble?" Now, Elon Musk is giving Donald Trump the what? Zelensky treatment. This is how I knew that it was real. And also, someone said they're going to mess around. And Elon Musk is going to reveal the real reason Donald Trump won the election. What say you?
These are my confessions. This is giving a confession, okay? Where is Fonnie Willis, Alvin Bragg, Tish James? One of these people who've been willing to prosecute his ass. Like, come on, we need an investigation. The DOJ is not going to do it. Cash Patel is in Vegas on the slot machine. We need a Democratic AG in Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, somebody somewhere look into this and do an investigation, please.
Is he insinuating something here?
Is he insinuating that his thumb was on the scale? Maybe. Maybe. But it's also a flex. Like, this is small dick energy shit. Like, this is like, you know, you couldn't have done this without me. He could be easily just talking about how much money did he dump into the election, by the way? $250
million.
$250 million.
$70 million. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Money
That's
well spent, was it?
Yeah.
So
I tell you elsewhere. I tell you, guys, look, this is shameless, okay? I tell you where else money is well spent.
Where?
And this is Reecie Colbert's idea. Let's go to the Don Lemon merch store. The Don Lemon merch store is open, everyone.
Yes.
And Reecie Colbert, you can buy what Reecie Colbert suggested on the Don. Look, it's there. It's not. Oh, wait a minute. Where's Reecie Colbert? So it's there. Look, it's in the link should be in the top of the chat. And also, you guys asked for it. I didn't want to do it. You guys made me do it. They asked me to do it, and I did. Reecie said, "You need a fan. Wedding fan."
Yes.
The number one seller.
I
don't
have a Don Lemon's fan yet, Don. You have to send it to me, but I do have a fan. I can clap.
Oh,
do it again. Show them how to do it, Reecie.
You did it, girl.
Yes.
Wedding fans that hit me one time.
Wedding fans that I got my boots on the ground. All right. So check out the Don Lemon merch store. If you go to the Don Lemon show page, it's there. And I'm going to try to get it up on donlemon.com. So we're working on that. But anyway, go and you guys, I have been pleasantly surprised that you guys have been buying this merch. You asked for it, you got it. Okay, stand by, guys. Okay, because I got to pay some bills right now. Okay, for a minute. The support for the Don Lemon show today comes from BetterHelp. BetterHelp, you know how I feel about mental health and taking the stigma off. I don't need to tell you guys this, but I will tell you that we're going through so much. This is Mental Health Awareness Month, June, for men. Men today face immense pressure to perform, to provide, and to keep it all together. So it's no wonder that 6 million men in the United States suffer from depression every year, and it is often undiagnosed. There is no shame in getting help and speaking and talking to someone, and you should do it. Men, women, everyone, no stigma in it. If you have an issue, go speak to someone. It is often very difficult to seek help. Finding the time and the money for therapy can be a barrier, but with BetterHelp, they're here to work with you. They can help you. They can match you with 35,000. They have 35,000 licensed professionals that can help you. Very diverse licensed professionals. They've been doing it for over 10 years. They've been helping millions and millions of people. They have a 4.9 out of 5 on the app rating store. So as the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off with their first month at betterhelp.com/Don Lemon. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Don Lemon. Support for the Don Lemon Show today also comes from, I love this stuff. You guys know this is Beam. Okay. Summer's here. People are going to be telling lots of stories. They're going to be talking just like we're talking with our panel of groups. Everyone's going to be sharing their stories. But guess what? The news cycle is relentless right now. Every day we get served up outrage. That's designed to take us away from the fight. That's what the right is trying to do. They're trying to scare us. They're trying to get us burnt out. They're trying to get us to tune out from what's happening and just roll over. But we can counteract that. You got to wake up refreshed and energized. You guys see how energized I am today? That's why I turned to Beam's Dream Powder. It's a natural sleep blend designed to help you get the deep restorative rest your body and mind need to stay in the fight. Okay? There's science behind this, behind the ingredients like reishi, magnesium, L-theanine, alginine, apigenin, excuse me, I always screw that up, and melatonin. Dream helps you fall asleep, stay asleep, and wake up ready to organize, okay? Without the fog or the crash. The results, since I started using Dream, my focus has come back. My energy has returned. I am ready to face the day, ready to stand up for the things that matter. And I'm not the only one. Being 17.5 million nights of sleep for people all across the country. So right now, Beam is offering up to 40% off their best-selling Dream Powder for my listeners. It's a limited time offer and the perfect way to overcome that exhaustion and stay in the fight every day. Go to shopbeam.com and use the code word lemon at checkout. That is shopbeam.com/lemon. And use the code word lemon for up to 40% off. Sleep well, wake up ready. The fight continues. I'm telling you, I love this stuff. You take it and you're asleep. I fall asleep with my cell phone in my hand sometimes. So anyways, thank you to our sponsors. Now back to the show. Y'all, so let's put up these tweets, okay? Another one of these tweets. Elon Musk reposted this. This is from Donald Trump 12313. I cannot believe the Republicans are extending the debt ceiling. I am a Republican and I am embarrassed. Wise words, says Elon Musk. He's trolling him from his words in the past. Okay, that's a troll. Then Elon Musk says, it's time to start a new political party in America that actually represents the 80% in the middle. And he puts up a poll. Exactly my sentiments my reaction when I saw it, Reecie.
When the hell is Musk in the middle? Musk is way, 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 way off the cliff. Like way. Now you in the middle, Musk? Go to hell. Go to hell. This is image rehabilitation. It is image rehabilitation because there ain't no way you can call Musk the middle.
But I think he is saying he wants to, he is challenging Donald Trump on taking, at least being possibly a political opponent. We can't run for president, but he can certainly back a lot of people. He can't run for president. And of course, you know, Trump makes
like he backed the guy in Wisconsin after how many millions did he flush down the toilet to lose that race? Elon Musk is not the kingmaker he likes to believe that he is. Okay.
Donald Trump at his door.
You said what?
ICE is going to show up at his door.
Oh, I know. Look, I'm not for packing people up like how Donald Trump is doing, but I'll make an exception for Elon Musk. I
want you to stand by, everyone. I want to bring someone in. I want someone to take the floor, and that is Miss Joy Reid is joining us right now. Joy,
hey.
We could not get through this without getting some joy from Joy Reid. Joy, is he saying like, hey, is he gonna take some money and give it to the political opposition? What is going on, and how juicy is this?
It's super juicy, but let me tell you something, Don. I'm going to be honest with you. Up until this morning, I was a non-believer. I was a Elon Musk hates Trump truther, okay? Because I didn't believe it. Because, listen, I think we are on the same page, sis, because look, Elon Musk is getting so much out of that big, ugly bill. He is getting a gargantuan permanent tax cut. He is getting essentially barring all states from regulating AI. That is money in the bank. He's getting, Doge didn't save us any money, but he got all the defense contracts. He's getting all the space contracts for SpaceX. That man loves Donald Trump. He is getting paid from Donald Trump. So I didn't believe it. I'm like, I think he's faking fighting with Trump because Trump's unpopular now because of the tariffs and because he's just a screwball. And that he's now trying to get people to buy his Teslas again by being like, I'm against Trump. Come back and buy my Tesla. So I didn't believe it. I'm like, I think it's fake.
God, who just said that? Who just said this was reputation rehabilitation?
I think we all figured that part out.
Joy, I need you to respond to this as well, because you just mentioned getting a lot of things out of it. This is what he tweeted. He says Donald Trump had threatened to take his government contracts away. Okay. And he said the easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. I was always surprised that Biden didn't do it. So he did that. And then Elon tweeted, I'll get to the second one because that is amazing to me. Let me just read it now. He says, remember they said, Elon had to leave because it was a number of days, whatever. Elon was wearing thin. I asked him to leave. I took away his EV mandate that forced everyone to buy electric cars that nobody else wanted. He ended up selling them on the White House lawn, right? That turning into a used car thing that he knew for months I was going to do. And he just went crazy. And then Elon Musk tweeted this afterwards, basically saying, just gets better and better. Go ahead. Make my day. Joy.
This would be the end. Oh, wow.
Joy.
Can I quote the Godzilla movie? Let them fight.
Yeah.
I'm not on neither of y'all side. I want you both to lose. How about that? I want you both to lose.
Yeah.
I want you to beat each other up, and I'm going to stand in the back and just watch it happen. Watch it. Let it burn. Let it burn. So, look, the reality is Elon Musk's wealth, he is a billionaire because of government contracts. He is essentially a welfare queen. And so his billions come from the fact that the federal government pays SpaceX to do the work NASA should be doing, they made him a billionaire. He got to be a billionaire off of federal welfare, corporate welfare. So Donald Trump is right in the sense that he does have the power to take away his money, right? He definitely does have that power. Elon Musk, on the other hand, got power over Trump by buying him into the White House and by Doge. Do you think Elon Musk doesn't have Donald Trump's stuff too? Between him and Palantir, the other South African, Peter Thiel, they got all Donald Trump stuff too, because you didn't put up the other tweet, which is Elon Musk saying Trump's in the Epstein files.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're getting to that one. Let's put that one up. Thank you. Since you brought it up, let's go there, Joy. I was going to save that one until after the ad break, but we're going to go there. So
gloves off.
Elon Musk said, time to drop the really big bomb. At real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT. Woo! Woo!
Flag, I'm West Indian, so I want to wave a flag, jump up in, wheel.
Yeah.
Wait, get the fan out.
Do it.
Oh, there she goes. Look at hot.
That is quite an accusation. Basically, he is saying, we can't say the word here, but it rhymes with Redo. They're saying he's basically saying he's a ophile.
But Donald Trump we've known Donald Trump is a degenerate. He's already been civilly convicted of assault.
But Reecie, the Epstein files in that whole Trump, Elon, bro, sycophant world. Oh, Elon didn't off himself. You know what I'm saying? That is bomb that
but
you
no
drop
one
when you're trying
Epstein,
to give.
Do you think any of Trump world will they care? Do you know what I'm saying?
No. Donald Trump already said he could pardon the diddler. He already said, well, maybe if he was done wrong. He's already, y'all put this in your mind. He has already, remember they said that you can't Student loans could not be forgiven. That you can't, you know, what's her name? The little baby that's his press, the little baby Barbie that's his press secretary was like, you can't get rid of
Caroline.
Right. He has already
Caroline,
gotten about $1 billion worth of wiped clean. These people who started, it's more than a dozen people who owed massive fines for committing massive crimes. He wiped their debts clean. Right. So Donald Trump has that sort of king-like power to do these kinds of things. So, I mean, to me, it's like this is, I don't know, you can't root for either of them. You almost have to, it is Godzilla versus Megalodon. Like you want them both to lose, right? But they definitely have bad stuff on each other. And we have pictorial visual evidence that Donald Trump used to hang with Jeffrey Epstein. He used to call Jeffrey Epstein his friend. He's used Jeffrey Epstein's plane. He was president when Bill Barr was in charge of the federal prison where no one normally dies, but where this guy suddenly hung himself. And I remember when I was doing my weekend show, AM Joy, we had a gentleman on who was working on a book where he had interviewed Jeffrey Epstein's brother, he was the one raising the doubts about what happened with Jeffrey Epstein. That's not us that's doing that. And so, look, I don't have any theories or any thoughts or any opinions on any of those things. What I do know is that these men have dirt on each other. These men have dirt on one another. And if they want to use that to stand in the way of Donald Trump taking over as king of the United States, let it happen. I'm fine. If Elon kills that horrid bill, good. I'm glad. But that don't mean I'm a root for him, and I will never buy a Tesla. You couldn't give me a Tesla for free. I don't care if he does.
What's Trump going to do with this
Tesla? I do have a Tesla, but I'm upside down in my loan, honey. So unless somebody give me some coin, I'm driving around my little red Tesla of shame.
Let me click her off of here. I'm kidding. But is this, my question is this assured mutual destruction?
We don't know.
What is destruction? I mean, Elon Musk, through his role as Doge, he's gotten out of all of these investigations. He was under investigation in multiple agencies. Poof, those are gone. His wealth has gone up. Somebody is helping maintain Tesla stock prices despite the horrible sales news and all kinds of news that would normally tank it, even though it's gone down. So where is the destruction? I mean, yeah, this is very entertaining, and I love to see them fight. The only thing, to Joy's point, that could possibly maybe come out of this is maybe it kind of makes some of the Republicans think twice about backing this bill. But I'm very skeptical that it will even have that impact, because some version of this big, beautiful bill, big, ugly ass bill is going to pass. Even if it is just funding the wall, something is going to pass. And like I said earlier, Elon Musk is not against the destructive parts of this bill that, you know, the carnage is going to cost in terms of Medicaid and SNAP. He wants more of that. So I don't even know that as fun as it is to see them fight like children, I don't know that this is going to move the needle in terms of the policy and destruction of this administration.
100% agree with Reecie. 100% agree. Think about it though, Don. Starlink is getting contracts that are being forced on countries all around the world, including South Africa, which is where he and
is that going to continue though, Joy? Is this like the beginning of the end to that?
Maybe,
you know what
but
I mean? For the United States, yeah.
But the reason that Elon Musk opposes this bill, to his point, is he says he opposes the spending. Number one, that means he is for more cuts. He's angry that it's not cutting Medicaid enough. It's not cutting food stamps enough. It's not hurting poor people enough. He's fine with the tax cuts, clearly, right? Because he's getting those for himself. And then part two, wasn't it his job in Doge to do the cuts? Because they said they were going to cut $2 trillion. Apparently they failed. So now he's mad that the cuts that he and his hacker boys couldn't get done aren't getting done by who? The weakling Republicans in the House and Senate. They don't know how to do that. They don't do their job. They wait for him to do it for them. They weren't going to do it.
Is this a threat? Is this an implied or just an outright threat? Musk is saying Trump is gone in 3.5 years. I'm around for 40, right? I am around for 40. I think that's not the right one, is it? Am I reading that wrong? That's not it.
Not if he keeps blowing K like that.
Yeah.
He keeps getting those shiners.
Yeah.
He lays off the booty bumps, maybe.
He's going to be gone in 3.5 years, but you're going to have to deal with me on the other side of this. And I'm sure that scares a lot of Republicans.
For sure.
Well,
Because Trump doesn't have the money. The person who Trump has the ideological control of the base. The base worships Trump. The cult of personality is directed at Trump. It's Trump's feelings. They want Trump to be happy. They want Trump to have what he wants. They want Trump to be free from any prosecution or investigation. The base is in love with and worships Trump. They don't worship Elon Musk. But to Musk's point, he's the one who spends the actual coins that get Republicans elected. So now, the Republicans have two daddies. They're against, it's Pride Month, happy Pride. They're against the LGBTQ folks, but they got two daddies. And now they have to decide, do we serve daddy number one, who the base would kill for, or do we serve daddy number two, who's got the checks, who's writing the checks? They have to pick between their two daddies. And I relish this
checks, but if I had to make that choice, I think I would be with the checks. But I'm just saying, I'm not.
I don't even have one daddy, and it's Pride Month, and this is really unfair. That's some greedy shit. That is so greedy. God.
George, you can go out to dinner with me and my husband for Pride, and we'll show you some love. Not in that way, just in friendship.
I was going to say, Don, where is this going?
No. Okay, well, here's where it's going. Elon Musk doubled down on his, allegations against him, against Trump, because after he said that he was in the Epstein files, then he tweeted this, the emoji with the eye up. In 1992, Trump partied with Jeffrey Epstein, just going to leave this here. And then Musk retweeted this. What on earth? And there's video in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's video in it. Can we see a little bit of the video? I don't even know. I don't even know if we need to hear it, but y'all, what do y'all think of that?
This is a feature, not a bug of Donald Trump. They like the womanizer, grab him by the pussy, Donald Trump. So this whole idea that this Epstein, this stuff is like old news.
I know, but recently they're all like Epstein. It was Clinton. It was this, and it was Epstein.
But this is Trump, and this is as far as Trump's image goes. This is not a bug; it's a feature.
Yeah, and his base likes it. His base has no. Yeah. Remember, there are about 23 women who have accused Donald Trump in one way or another of sexual harassment or worse. The base didn't care. After the video came out of him saying you can grab him by the Donald Trump lost literally no support even among Republican women. He still won a majority of white women voters after they knew that he was saying that about a white woman. They didn't care. Evangelicals gave him 80% of their votes plus. After that, he got a majority of Mormon voters, a majority of Catholic voters. He got a majority of Protestant evangelicals who claimed to be Christian. The only Christian group who said absolutely no were Black Christians who were like, hell no. And also at that time, Latino Christians were like, hell no. Yeah. But he has managed to maintain and actually grow his support among white evangelicals, among Latino male evangelicals. They know he's a womanizer. They know that he was cheating on Melania while she was pregnant with Barron. They don't care. They don't care what he does to Melania. They don't care if he humiliates her.
He cheated on Ivana, remember?
They don't care. E. Jean Carroll's a white woman. They're not defending white women. They don't care about what he did to E. Jean Carroll. They think she's the problem. There's nothing. This is Elon Musk's challenge, is that there's almost nothing Donald Trump could do or say or be accused of that would end that cult relationship. They worship him like he is God. How does
he could at least be original? Like, you bringing up old shit. You was sitting up there sleeping a couple doors down. You were on Air Force One. You were at Mar-a-Lago. You were walking around allegedly with all kind of pills. You didn't get no dirt on Donald Trump. You didn't have no locker room talk. Like, come up with some new gossip that we could use, not this old recycled stuff that nobody cared about.
Okay, then what about this one? Donald Trump says, I don't know if this will do anything. Oh, wow. Alien versus Predator.
Ooh, I love that. Brilliant.
The internet is still undefeated.
Wow. Oh, the internet is undefeated on his own platform, right?
Alien versus Predator is kind of great.
Brilliant.
And then there's this where he says Trump should be impeached. Now,
that was good. I did like the Trump should be impeached thing.
President Elon Musk, who wins? But wait, President versus Elon, who wins? My money is on Elon. Trump should be impeached, and JD Vance should replace him. And then Elon Musk says yes.
Give me first of all, no. First of all, I don't want to hear about impeachment no more. If you can't convict, impeaching is a waste of time. He was impeached twice. It had no effect. It had no impact whatsoever. And who's going to impeach him? You need a 2/3 vote in the Senate to convict. And this House of Representatives is on its knees. They will never impeach him. You think Mike Johnson is going to impeach Donald Trump? Mike Johnson probably has a Buddha version of Donald Trump in his house that he worships every morning. There's no chance he's getting stop saying that. I want to hear that.
Okay. Here's a real threat. When you guys talked about, you mentioned all the government contracts or whatever, and the contracts that he has worldwide. I'm wondering if this is going to happen because Elon says, I think Donald Trump said, I'm going to take your government contracts away. And when he said the easiest way to save money and the budget of billions of dollars are to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies, whatever. Elon Musk says, in light of the president's statement about cancellation of my government contracts at SpaceX, will begin decommissioning its Dragon spacecraft immediately. He is taking his toys and going home. Joy, why does this give you so much joy right now?
It makes me so happy that, and I was so tired on today. I was low energy. This is giving me all my energy back. I feel so good about this fight. I want them. I mean, literally, this is making my entire day, even though, again, I was a truther. I think it's fake. Part of me still thinks it's fake. But look, Donald Trump is right. I never say this. This is something I rarely say. Donald Trump is absolutely right. Elon Musk lives on the public welfare dime. Canceling his contracts and actually cutting the defense budget is the only real way to cut the debt, because most of the spending that we see in the country that the right objects to is in the Pentagon. The Pentagon is much more money than U.S. aid. U.S. aid is almost no money, but people easily go after that because that's the black and brown people money, and they're like, get rid of that. But if you really want to save money, you got to go into defense. Defense is where the money is, or you got to cut Social Security, which you're going to have a riot of old people all over the country, and Florida will be gone. So he's right. Donald Trump is right that Elon could be hurt by cutting his government teat. And I wouldn't be against that. I would be for that. But show me the Republican senator that's got the cojones to do that. Show me the Republican House member that's got the balls to do that. I've never met one, but if they're there, I salute them if they do it.
Yeah, that's not going to happen because, as much as we hate Elon Musk, these people are not going to give up jobs in their districts, these congressional people, and they're not going to be on the wrong side of him. The only person who might be unhinged enough to do this is Pete Hegseth, who's just unilaterally canceling all kind of contracts in DOD right now. But even Pete Hegseth wants to have a future doing something at some point because he's clearly not intelligent. So he's going to need something to fall back on. So I think this is all kabuki theater in terms of anything that involves dollars and cents. I don't think that Elon Musk is going to come out the worst for it. He's not going to cancel anything. He has a fiduciary duty to his company. They're not going to be on board with this shit. So it's just him blowing off steam. I'm with you, Joy. I mean, maybe a couple of weeks from now or a couple of months from now, maybe they have a come to Jesus moment and a whatever moment. But I don't think it's going to go this far as contracts being canceled. I don't see that happening.
I got to tell you, Reecie, my plan to get Trump to do it is tell Pete Hegseth that Elon is African. Am I?
Did you know? Did you know? Well, he could end up in a North Carolina Roach Motel, like the other South African.
George, I know you have to go. I'll give you George. I'm gonna put one up for George and let you respond, and then George has to run. Trump's tariffs will cause a recession. That is another thing. Can I finally say that Trump's tariffs are super stupid? And then Elon Musk replies and says the Trump tariffs will cause a recession in the second half of this year. And this is the guy, George, let's remind people that he hired to root out waste, fraud, and abuse in the government. And now he is saying that Donald Trump's bill basically is that waste, fraud, and abuse.
Joy brought it up. The irony here for me is that Musk is the ultimate welfare queen. Everything that his army of flying monkeys worship him for, everything he is enabled from checks from the government. He has gotten, I think, somewhere in the neighborhood of $500 billion from the gov. For Tesla, for SpaceX, I don't know the specifics of what went where, but I know it's in the neighborhood of $500 billion. It's hilarious to me that this guy has any criticism of how the government spends its money. Like, bitch, really?
And on that note, George, we'll see you later.
Bye,
Thank you, George.
Bye, guys.
Hey, Reecie and Joy, do you guys have time for me to pay some bills? A word from our sponsors in, and I'm going to tell you what Joy Reid is doing next and how you can catch her in our new show. And we're going to do all of that. So stand by. Support for the Don Lemon Show today. Are you a yo-yo dieter? Are you a yo-yo dieter? And I'm not talking about Joy. Get her off the screen. Are you a yo-yo dieter? Do you lose weight and then gain it and then gain more weight back after that? That is a dangerous thing to do. Studies show that can increase your risk of heart attack, stroke, type 2 diabetes, and other health problems. So breaking free of that yo-yo diet pattern is the main reason that doctors created lean. Lean is a supplement, not an injection, and you don't need a prescription for it. The science behind it is impressive. It's studied natural ingredients, target weight loss in 3 powerful ways. Lean helps maintain healthy blood sugar. It helps control appetite and cravings, and it helps burn fat by converting the fat into energy. So listen, if you're tired of that, here's what you do, okay? Let me help you out. I'm going to help you get started here with 20% off when you enter lemon20 at takelean.com. That's code lemon20 at take lean.com. I have been taking it. Tim has been taking it. We love it. Everyone's like, Don, what are you doing? You look like you're aging in reverse. That's because I've lost about 10 pounds. You guys didn't even notice. My cheeks aren't like fat. I don't look like I'm storing up for the winter anymore. So take lean. Lemon20 at takelean.com. Support for the Don Lemon Show today also comes from the Freedom from Religion Foundation. It is summer. There are campfires, late night conversations. People are swapping stories like we're swapping here today on the show. And they're going to be talking about things. And you may find some of it appalling, especially when they're trying to mix the church and state, turn America into a theocracy, which it is not. Okay? They're trying to do that in our classrooms. They're trying to do it in the courtrooms. And they're trying to do it in the offices, even in doctors' offices. And that's where the Freedom from Religion Foundation comes in. They have been defending church-state separation since 1978 in the courts, in the schools, and wherever religion tries to take the wheel. So if you believe government should serve everyone, not just the religious right, join them. Go to ffrf.us/freedom or text my name, Don, to 511-511 and become a member today. Join us and go to ffrf.us/freedom or text Don to 511-511 and do it now, because the only story that should run this country is ours, not theirs. Text fees may apply. So thank you to our sponsors. All right, let's bring it back and let's talk about it, because I know Joy Reid has got, Reecie already has sponsors. She's got her show. You're going to follow her. Joy Reid has a new show coming up. She's going to have some sponsors. Joy, I said, I got to read these ads. It takes me away. But that's a sign of success when you have sponsors and people who have on your show. So no shame in my game. I got to go away from the guests sometimes and pay the bills. How are you feeling?
Well, first of all, I want to get me some lean because I need to lose 20 pounds as well. I got to show say.
Try it.
Listening to that, like, really? I'm gonna have to get me some.
Let me tell you something else you need to get when you get your show. You need to get you some merch. I don't know if people have been asking you about merch, but they have been asking us, and I have resisted for a year, but not anymore.
Yeah.
Our merch store is up live.
Yes, and I'm going to get me some lemon merch. Look at that. That is fabulous. Yes, we are going to have some merch as well. I 100% believe in the merch game because we used to do the best merch on the Readout. I'm going to be honest. We had the dopest merch.
On the last night of your show, you guys had the merch on. It was fabulous. Didn't you have on like a vest or this jacket that was just, it was amazing, right?
It's glorious. And so I believe in some merch and I like it to be unique and different. I never used to go through the regular NBC people. We used to do our own. We had our own designers that did it and made it special. And so that throwback jersey is actually in our merch store right now. We took the logo of the company off of it and just the actual cute merch that I was wearing on that last show. And I have a few of the original OG ones. So yes, we have a little merch store happening, but I'm excited. I am an old radio person, as you know, Don, because we go back a long way. And so I think that the direct sponsor model is actually it's better in a way because you actually have a personal investment in the stuff that is sponsoring you. You're not just having random, ads for, what do you call it? What do you call it?
ED medicine or whatever, right?
Like ED medicine is not all that. And it's just jumping on your feed and everything. No, you're actually taking personal ownership over the things that you're asking people to support the companies that support you. So I dig it. And the Joy Reid Show with thejoyreidshow.com is where you can get on my YouTube channel hopefully everybody will subscribe. We have a whole lemon connection, and I love me some Reecie. So it's like we are all connected. These are our friends, and so subscribe.
These are our people. These are our people. So the Joy Reid show, I saw that your promo, and I think you guys, are you simulcasting on your channel right now? I think you guys are going to do that.
Hopefully we are. Our tech friends were in the background trying to make sure, but if not, we'll put this video up on the joyreidshow.com later on after this is all done, because we're having so much fun here that I want everyone to experience it.
Let me just tell you that, everyone thinks that if you're in this business, that it is a competition, that whatever. No, we want everybody. I want Reecie to be as successful as she can. I want Joy to be as successful as we can, because it is in our nature, in our DNA. It comes from our ancestors. Each one teach one, right? Everybody gets a hand back and help. And so I want Reecie and Joy to be more successful than I am. So go and watch Joy Reid's show on the Joy Reid channel. And I hope that you were able to simulcast. We couldn't figure it out. It was too close to showtime, Joy. So I apologize to figure all of that out.
It's all good. And let me tell you something. I have been trying to book Reecie for years, but again, in the cable world, they're like, well, is she on what channel? What network is she from? Who does she write for? What is the thing? There's like this whole blocking process that keeps creators who are primarily in the digital and online space out of the way. In the end, I was booking folk that literally are TikTok famous. And I was like, I follow them on TikTok, and I think they're brilliant. Remember the fight, Dawn, of getting you onto my show when I was on cable, because you were at CNN at the time. So or even when you had left CNN, they were still just like, whoa. So I think that what's beautiful about the digital space is we all can come together, because behind the scenes, we're all friends anyway, and we all admire each other anyway, and we all are rooting for each other anyway. And so now we can break those barriers down and all be in one space.
Are you guys saying that we agree with Kanye West, what he tweeted today? Because it sounds like that's what we're saying. Bros, please, no, we love you both so much.
Go in there too. All of y'all fight. Take each other down, all three.
Yeah.
Go. Take the diddler with you. Go, all of y'all, get out.
I do have to say one more I just want to put up, because Elon Musk's baby mama is tweeting at him to offer advice, which is interesting. I did not see this.
Mama?
I don't know. I don't know about any of them. My producers are telling me this. Hey, at Real Donald Trump, let me know if you need any breakup advice. And when I saw this happening, if I was still on the Twitter, I would have tweeted over at Donald Trump, and I would have said, Donald Trump, you should have called me first. I could have told you. I tried to tell everybody a year ago. But nobody listened. Why do y'all never listen to me?
Why you don't listen to the black man? The black man know what he's talking about.
I tell you.
Didn't I try to tell them? Did they not see the interview? Did they not see the interview? But you know what? Seriously, on the interview, Joy, let's talk about this, Joy and Reecie. On that interview, I talked about DEI. That became a big thing in the campaign. I talked about campaign donations. That became a big thing. I talked about the great replacement theory. That became a big thing. The big thing just last week, in the beginning of this week, was the ketamine or whatever. That was a big thing. First person to had the nerve to ask him to his face about this. That became a big thing. Right.
Yeah.
And here the white genocide. That's not happening in South Africa. That became a thing as well. So, it was prescient. I just have to say, I tried to tell y'all. That's all I'm saying.
You did. And your man in the streets was trying to tell us Trump was going to win. And I didn't want to believe it, because I was texting you at the time. God, don't tell me that's what's happening. But you were right about
that.
Yeah. Crazy. Okay. This is the biggest. I mean, we have pride in, as someone said, Joy said, we got two daddies. Daddy and daddy are fighting.
I don't know if we wanted that imagery, Joy. I'm like, let me get out of my head.
Right. You guys have before
the worst gay couple in the world. Neither of them has any style. They got terrible taste and they look a mess. So it's like the gay community don't even want them. They don't even want them in the community, because they look a hot whole mess. Trump ties too long. He's belly big. They keep trying to make him look like Superman. It's like, we know what he looks like. We can see him. We have eyes. We see him. And Elon Musk is gray. How are you that color? I didn't know that was a color you could be. He's gray.
Oh my God.
How did you see baby mamas? But then it turns out he's just like sending them his stuff so he can like have babies with them, and they're like making babies.
Wait, what?
Huh? Don't worry. There's a story that he might not be having carnal relations with all of these women. Some of them may be just accepting his.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
I didn't hear that.
I don't
that's
think
news to me.
I don't know.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Well, Joy. Okay, on that note, where does this go from here? Seriously, where does this go from here?
I don't know. I mean, look, I like to remind people that, people have just accepted the idea that Elon Musk is this genius because people think he invented Teslas. He did not. Let me say their names because the two men who invented Teslas are American. They are Martin Eberhard and Mark Tarpenning. They are the American tech geniuses who created Tesla. Elon Musk gets credit for being a genius because he bought out Tesla. He became an executive there and then took it over. He didn't create them. So I think giving him, Ava DuVernay has been posting over at her new Substack, which is awesome, by the way, about this idea of genius that gets ladled onto him. When in fact, he's a really smart investor, but that doesn't mean he invented it. I think he might've invented that ugly Tesla Cybertruck. And I think it's hideous, right? But the idea that these billionaires ought to be running our country is an abomination if you really believe in what America is supposed to be. It's supposed to be a democracy, not an oligarchy. But particularly these white South Africans, Peter Thiel, who has Palantir that can now spy on all of us. And even MAGA are upset about it. They're going to have all y'all guns on a database, okay? They're going to have all your information. The fact that Elon Musk has this inordinate power over the president of the United States to the point where a fight between a citizen and the president is a fight among equals.
Right.
That is a shocking and astonishing place for us to be. These billionaires have too much power. They have too much control. The tax cuts are too deep. They don't need them. And I think we need to break that entire power structure. And JD Vance ain't the answer. He answers to Peter Thiel. That's the only employer he's ever really had other than being a senator. And so the idea is these oligarchs want control of the United States. And what we have to think about is not which of these two we want to root for. Neither of them are worth rooting for. We need to root for us. We need to root for us to have our power back and to take all these oligarchs out of the top tier in terms of running our country. We're supposed to run our country. We're a democracy.
Go ahead, Reecie. Final words.
Yeah.
What do you think it goes?
Listen, both of them are the enemy of healthcare being a right. Both of them are the enemy of children not going hungry, of our environment not going to shit with a FEMA director who doesn't know that we have a hurricane season. And so both of them are villains. This is not a situation where we can root for anyone, like Joy says, but let's also be honest. Both of them have gotten what they wanted out of each other. Donald Trump got $200-something million out of Elon Musk. He got a little bit of gravitas. He got social media on his side, all the algorithms. And Elon Musk got all of these, like I said earlier, investigations halted. He got unprecedented access to power that a foreign-born person would never, ever, 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 under any other circumstance, been within a mile of. And so they both have already won for what they needed from each other. And so now this is just all entertainment. And hopefully, something can be done where that we don't suffer more from this bill. But I'm hesitant to even say kill this bill, because what's on the other side of that could be even worse. So none of us are winning. It's just grab your popcorn and be happy that two of the biggest villains are at each other's throat for once.
Yeah. Reecie, tell us about your show. Where do we see you?
Reecie Colbert Show is on SiriusXM Urban View on Saturdays. Joy, you can always come on. And Don too. And Don, so soon my Am I Tripping game is going to be, it's in the port. Hopefully Donald Trump is not holding it up. Okay. This is my second edition. And so it's pre-orders right now at amitrippinggame.com. And yeah, Black Women Views is my YouTube channel. Thank you, Don, and good to be with you, Joy.
Joy, when is your show premiere?
I love the game. We have game night in the family, so I'm gonna go get me.
Yes.
Yeah, I want both.
Am I tripping? Gotta come that.
Joy, when does the show premiere? How many days a week, and where can we find it?
The show premieres on June 9th, right here on YouTube. It is to be found at thejoyreidshow.com. Easy to find, or just Go in the search thing and put the Joy Reid Show. You will go right to it. There's already content up. I'm doing stuff on Substack and posting it there. And so hopefully you guys will support. Amber Ruffin is our first guest. It's such a great interview. It's so much fun. So please tune in. And we're going to get both of y'all on too. Y'all going to be on my list as well. So please keep your phones open. Don't block me.
Lady, you're the best.
Come on.
Love you guys. It would be an honor. Thank you, Joy. Thank you for coming on. Reecie, thank you. I appreciate it. You guys take that. How great was that to have Joy and Reecie Colbert on today. Joy Reid and Reecie Colbert. Fantastic show, everyone. This is crazy. It was a great show. We've had great shows this week. Look at what happened. I mean, just Jasmine Crockett popped in. Rick Wilson popped in. Joy Reid popped in. George Hahn popped in. Reecie Colbert. I mean, just great shows this week. And on top of that, we got what you guys wanted. I'm just going to, you got to be shameless. The merch is up. Okay. So go check it out. And let me show you the one that was Reese's idea is at the bottom here. Reecie came on and said, Don, I see all that merch. You better get a fan. And you saw Reecie on with her fan, and we got the fan. I believe the fan. Is the fan still the number one seller? Yes. What's number two? Don't know. The fan is the number one seller on the site. So if you're going to be out partying, you're going to be at the cookout, and you're going to be line dancing, and it's going to be hot out, you better get that fan. I'm just saying. And anyway, and the great t-shirts, great bags, carry bags, beach bags, all of that stuff. And on this Fridays, when we, have a little sip, we can use that glass that you saw up there on Fridays when you have a little sip with us. Okay. Thank you. I'm so glad you guys send me that you're excited about the merch. Don's so excited to get the merch. I'm excited to get the merch. At first, remember, I'm like, merch, I don't want to do it. I want to do it. You guys made me do it. So thank you. I give the people what they want. All right, guys. So make sure you hit the thumbs up. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, hit the subscribe button. It's at the bottom of the screen. Bottom right here where my hand is. That's where it should be right there. Just go click right there. Boop, 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 boop. And also become a member. Okay. That's how we stay and streaming on these streets. So, and support independent media. I support my independent media friends. I try to have them on as often as possible to promote them in any way that I can, because we need to build an ecosystem here that rivals the crazy MAGA right people on that is just out in the crazy ethos atmosphere wherever. Okay, so yeah, great show. So I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. We're supposed to have our legends on today, but we had the breaking news. Isn't this shit crazy? I mean, seriously, did you guys ever think it would come to this? I thought it was going to get, I said, this is not, you remember, you listened to me this week. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, when I'm like, guys, this isn't the end. This is going to get worse. You watch, mark my words, old people be knowing. And look what happened today. I mean, saying that Donald Trump is in the Epstein files, right? Did you hear Tim? Tim went, whoo. I mean, that is just crazy. And it's not over yet. There are going to be things to come, because I'm telling you, and Azalea Banks is telling you this. Roll it.
Wait! What is the tea? The girls are fighting! No! The girls are fighting!
Okay, thank you, Azalea.
Why?
The girls are fighting. Why are the girls fighting? I think we needed a little laugh. Okay, thank you, guys. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. Welcome to the new members. Let's see. Simi's always given. Susie Q, welcome to the Lemon Nation. Welcome to all of the new members that are out there. Thank you. Who gets JD in the divorce? Lucia Johnson, welcome to the Lemon Nation. Janice Piggy, welcome to the Lemon Nation. Luis Wheeler, welcome to the Lemon Nation. To all of our new members, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you. And I will see you tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. sharp Eastern time. 10 a.m. sharp. I'm going to be at 10 a.m. tomorrow. What'd you say? Right. 10 a.m.
Don, do you have 1 minute to do some breaking news?
Oh, sure. Where is it? Is it in my phone?
Yeah, check the phone. Steve Bannon had two very interesting comments in the last hour that I think could be
can we play Steve Bannon? Steve Bannon was on the Ryan Grimm show. Bannon first called to deport Musk. Now he formally calls on the government to nationalize SpaceX. See the current poll. Okay, there's a poll results. Okay, let's see. Let's hear from Steve Bannon.
Know anything. He's a know-it-all. He knows some engineering. Don't get me wrong.
Go back to the beginning.
Who's
he talking about?
That, but he doesn't know anything about.
He's talking about Musk.
He's a know-it-all. He knows some engineering. Don't get me wrong. I give a hat tip for that, but he doesn't know anything about the real world. Doge was, and for any fanboys that still exist, while you're wrapping up in your cape tonight, understand on Doge he didn't find any fraud. There's plenty of fraud out there. He didn't find. This is President Trump's first complaint. Was this all BS? Right with the with the Doge. The act that President Trump should be taking immediately, I think, when he threatens to take one of the big programs out of SpaceX, President Trump tonight should sign an executive order calling for the Defense Production Act to be called in SpaceX and seize SpaceX tonight before midnight. Doesn't know anything. He's a know-it-all. He knows.
Wow. To see an executive order. Where is this going? Where is this going? This is all out war. I mean, seriously, this is all out war. We have a poll up, and the poll in the chat is interesting. Go and vote if you. I'm interested to hear what you say. It hasn't changed. I've been looking at it for the last couple of minutes here since we were running the Steve Bannon thing, and it says who will win this MAGA civil war, and by 71%, the poll says you guys say Elon Musk will win the MAGA civil war. I'm interested to know why you think that. When Donald Trump is president of the United States and people say, well, Donald Trump, he always wins. He always finds a way to win. And you guys really believe that Elon Musk is going to win? Who's your money on? Steve K. Bannon, let's see what this says. Steve K. Bannon, who has been one of the most vocal critics of Musk for months, said that he is advising the president to cancel all of Musk's contracts and launch several investigations into the world's richest man. They should initiate a formal investigation of his immigration status because I am of the strong belief that he is an illegal alien. And he should be deported from the country immediately, he said in the phone interview. Didn't I tell you guys that ICE was going to show up at Elon's house? Now, you guys think, look, just because I'm not wearing a suit and tie and I'm not telling you like this, like I'm not going, well, is it possible, Bob, that Donald Trump would possibly have Elon Musk deported? Because I'm just saying, he better watch out, ICE. And that could happen. You remember, how quickly can you guys find the clip? I don't know if you have enough time of Elon Musk's brother saying that the family may be here illegally, or he and Elon. Do you guys remember that? That may take some time. But Kimball Musk said that they were of some sort. And I think Elon Musk tried to quickly brush him off. But put that back up. Steve Bannon is saying that they should initiate a formal investigation of his immigration status because I am of the strong belief that he is an illegal alien and he should be deported from the country immediately, he said in a phone interview. Now, you guys think I'm nuts? It could get to that. Especially, Donald Trump does not like to be criticized. He doesn't like to be criticized from people he doesn't know, even people who don't have huge platforms. And the person who is one of the biggest social media platforms in the world is shit-talking him, basically, in real time and winning. Donald Trump got owned today on social media. Elon Musk owned him, destroyed him on social media. And now Steve Bannon is saying, I have a strong belief that Elon Musk is an illegal alien, which means saying that he's undocumented, basically. Elon Musk and his brother, the interview or panel that they were on that I told you about, this happened years ago, but here, watch.
These numbers every day, but for us to hear, we'll give you $3 million.
Yeah, it sounded extremely, we thought they were crazy. Why would they do that?
It was literally like, these people are insane.
They obviously do not realize we're sleeping in the office.
In fact, when they did fund us, they realized that we were illegal immigrants.
Well, I mean,
yes, we were.
I'd say it was a gray area.
Yeah, yes, we were. We were illegal immigrants. We were sleeping in the office. We didn't have a car. We had one car, but the wheel kept falling off.
But, well, actually, yeah, the wheel.
This is going to get dirtier. Can you imagine if Donald Trump goes through all the records? Maybe, who knows? Look, the Doge folks probably could have erased some of that stuff. I don't know how that works. Maybe they got rid of something. Maybe they did something where they fixed it. I don't know. But can you imagine Donald Trump trying to deport Elon Musk? Stay tuned. See you at 10 a.m. Turn the TV off.
Thanks everyone for watching. Your support means the world to us. So make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe to our channel to make sure that you never ever miss a video. We're live every day, 10 a.m. Eastern time. We drop even more content at 2 p.m. Eastern and 5 p.m. Eastern. And if you want more Don Lemon Show content, we'd love for you to become a member of the Lemon community, where you will receive access to special community posts. You'll get exclusive content and members-only live shows. So head over to our channel page or click the join button on this video. Again, thank you for watching. We appreciate your love and your support, and we will see you next time.